Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. Today we're going to review the Scape collection from ORLY. This was sent to me as PR, but you know, no commitment to do anything. So I'm just reviewing it for you guys. I have not opened them, so whatever I encounter here, you're going to see first impressions. So let's get into them. First up we have Take Flight, and this is a gorgeous pink. It has maybe almost like a coral undertone in there, but it's a pink. The color is beautiful for summer. As usual, remember you guys, drop your comparison requests in the comments and I will serve them either as shorts or in the community tab. Oof, this is beautiful. The formula is great. It's gonna be a 2-coater or 1-coater for a lot of people. All right, it's perfect at 2 coats, and I do wanna share something because these brushes seem better than recent ORLY brushes, and I don't know how to explain it because they're usually wide and nice and all of that, but these are like perfectly paddle, and they're like with the nice shape that has like it's rounded at the tip, and sometimes some of the brushes were cut weird. This brush is perfection. But anyways, the polish is fantastic and perfect at 2 coats. Up next we have New Horizons, and this is a very summery orange. It's not, you know, one of those neon street cone kind of oranges. It's like more like a creamsicle. Formula seems great, very similar to the previous one, and this is also going to be a 2-coater. So all right, here you have it at 2 coats. Perfect for me at this nail length. I don't foresee anybody having any issues. All right, up next we have Sunny Side Up, and this one has like a little orange shift. You guys can see it there in the bottle. We'll see if it translates to the nail. And if you guys hear Milo in the background, I'm sorry. Now he thinks he has an attitude. He thinks he's grown up and that he has to like bark at things. So you guys hear him? That's just him complaining to absolutely nothing. All right, so this was good at the first coat, but it will need 2. The shift, like shimmery shift does show on the nail, so that's good, and I'll show you guys at 2 coats. All right, here you have it at 2 coats, and I have to say that it is wearable for me at 2 coats, but if I was gonna take pictures or if I wanted to be like a perfectionist, I would do 3. Now it is very easy to work with, but I do see some minor blind spots here, and the shimmery shift does show on the nail if you hit it with very bright, you know, studio light or flash, or, you know, under the sun. All right, up next we have Field of Wonder. This is a beautiful green. It feels pastel-y, but not entirely, and it could work for like spring or summer. I think it's really pretty. All right, it applies nicely. I would think this is gonna be a 2-coater. We'll see. All right, this looks great at 2 coats. I don't foresee anybody needing 3, unless if you do ridiculously thin coat, you might. But if you do a thin first coat and a regular second coat, or just like 2 regular coats, or like a thin and a float or whatever, you're gonna be fine. It's very, very easy to work with, very pretty. All right, up next we have Stratosphere, and this one's a pale lilac, I would say. Now, okay, I'm seeing when I open the bottle, it feels a little bit runnier than the others. Good still, don't get me wrong, but it feels a little bit thinner. So I'm gonna do a thinner first coat because otherwise the liquid's gonna pool on the sides. Pool, like P-O-O-L, not P-U-L-L. And so you do the first coat a little bit thinner, and this is gonna need a second. It looks pretty good though. All right, here's the second coat. Looks perfect. I don't foresee, you know, any issues with this. Maybe if you have a lot of ridges, and if you do all thin coats, you will need 3, but I think if you do a thin first coat and a regular to kind of like floaty second, don't float too much because again, the formula is a little bit on the thinner side, but you can do a very light float on that second and you won't need a 3rd coat. It's beautiful. All right, up next we have Indigo Skies, and this is an indigo polish. And it reminds me of a color by ORLY that's actually called Indigo. I'm gonna pull it here in a second to compare and see. The indigo that I have has the very, very old ORLY thin brush. Not this awesome brush, but the color seems similar. And the formula is good. I think this might be one coater for a lot of you, depending, you know. It's 2 coats for me, but it's very, very good. That first coat is very, very good. All right, here's the second coat. It is perfect at 2. I don't foresee anybody needing more than 2 with this one. All right, so this is the new one, Indigo Skies, and this one's Indie. I said it was called Indigo, but it's not. It's called Indie, and they're so close. And I put Indie here on my index. Indie on my index. Now, I'm not sure how it's translated, and you know, here in the camera, I think it's translating pretty good. The Indie is darker. The new one is lighter. I don't know how I'm trying to do like finger yoga here to show you guys. I don't know why I picked my index instead of my ring finger, but here we are. So yeah, this is the old one called Indie. It's a bit darker, Indigo, and this is the new one called Indigo Skies. So they're not dupes, very close. Here is the dirty palette on my paper towel. It's very nice summery palette. There is an almost like sunset kind of ombre going on here, or one of those, you know, fruity drinks for summer. Very nice. All right, so as far as the collection goes, I mean, I think they killed it. I think they did a great job, but they're mostly solid cream colors. You guys know I love that. Even the yellow, I feel like there's a reason for it to have this shimmer. It feels very summery. It feels very, very nice. The formulas were all great. I think this one needed 3 coats, but it was easy to work with. I don't have any issue with anything here. The brushes were all uniformly cut and very, very nice. And I love this collection, to be honest. I don't really have any complaints. If you guys have any comparison requests, drop them in the comments below and I will serve them as shorts or in the community tab. And that's it. I hope to catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for coming to this review, and bye.